Hi, I'm George with Efficient AC, Electric, and Plumbing in Austin, Texas. Today, I'm going to talk about what I call essential knowledge or understanding the basic components of your home's plumbing system. There are many components to your home's plumbing system, each with a specific purpose, each delivering an output which then satisfies the next. So let's cover the major components in order and what they should do. Your plumbing system starts at the city or utility service up to the water meter, and that's where the water flows in and it lands on what's typically below a big metal lid. And that's where your meter will be, and that's where the stop valve that the city has will be. Next after that, there should be a main stop valve that belongs to you, and everything after this belongs to you. So that main stop valve is for you to shut off the water going into your home. Sometimes these work, sometimes these don't. Sometimes they're not even there, but they should be. Then typically there's a T before or after the regulator, which we'll mention, for irrigation with its own stop valve. So there's a path of water that goes to your irrigation system if you have one. Next, there is a water pressure regulator. Preferably, it's delivering water pressure around 60 to 70 pounds per square inch. Very important for this not to be too high or too low. Finally, and this is everywhere after this, is piping. It could be copper. In some cases in the house, it could be PEX, which is a plastic product. But we'll introduce this here, but this goes on through the whole house, as you might know. Next are hose bibs, and they're for general outdoor water supply. They do not have their own stop valves. The stop valve is the hose bib, and you're familiar with this as you hook up the hose to your hose bib. Next is water filtration. Typically, you would put water filtration in at the first point coming into the home, so it would filter all the water going into the home. This is optional. Followed by water softening, which would soften the water. We cover this in a separate topic. And these two could work together, or you could just have one, or you could have the other. Next is your water heater or water heaters. They might be big tanks, they might be tankless. Either way, they do what they say. They heat the water. From the water heaters, hot water, or separate and next to them cold water, travels to your shower tub manifolds. Typically, these are in the walls and have no stop valves. So to stop water to your showers, you have to stop water to the home. Also, water travels to your fixtures, which include stop valves and are usually accessible. These are below your sinks. Your toilets, which have stop valves, and they're accessible behind the toilets. Your appliance terminations, which have stop valves, hopefully accessible in most cases. Sometimes they're behind a fridge, they're hard to get to. Sometimes they're under a sink, could be anywhere. That's the supply side. That's where all the high pressure water now ends, is at your termination points. Then your plumbing system continues on the wastewater side, which is all your drains coming from your tubs, your sinks, showers, whatever else you might have that has a drain, and piping back to a common exit. Usually there's a clean out at this point, and then from there it goes back to a utility or your own septic system that you have to maintain. While we didn't focus on any one component of your water system, we hope that this video gave a good overview of how water flows through a typical home to help you troubleshoot any plumbing issues you might have. My goal in this video was to give an efficient answer to your plumbing questions. If you have other questions, please leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. And if you are in Central Texas, you can call us to schedule an appointment. Bye now.